Peace unto you, Israel. Peace unto you. This is my lunar Sabbath. Shabbat Shalom, whatever the exact words are. Peace unto you. I notified a couple people. Of course, you know, here at Hebron Island 2, we wait a few minutes because I don't do any YouTube announcements, pre-announcements, or anything like that. So we wait for a few minutes for them to come into the room. Remember, in Isaiah 10, it says, though Israel be as the sands of the sea, only a remnant is going to return. So we live in this last fourth quarter of Jacob's trouble. It's only a remnant. I don't need to wait for 70 people to come in the room, just a few people. So just be patient. Today's video is called The Real Reset, the Lovely Song. The Real Reset, the Lovely Song. Let's wait. Anuya's on deck as usual. The Real Reset, the Lovely Song. And Anuya knows the process. We wait a few minutes. Remember, the remnant that's going to return is very small. We're just waiting for a very small few to come in the room, and we will begin. And that's what's going down. Okay, I got Young King in the room. All praises. I just looked down for a sec. I got Tavis in the room. All right, listen, just family. Just wait a few more minutes because we only got a minute and like 50 seconds. I don't do two pre-announcements of my videos. James Jackson's in the room, waiting a few minutes to give a few more other people a few more minutes to get into the room. The video today is The Real Reset, the Lovely Song. I was going to do something else, but as I'm writing, because I write all my videos out, I'm writing them out, and then it started changing, and I got to this video, which wasn't going to be this video, the real reset, the lovely song. So greet each other in the room, the kings and the queens. Say hi to each other. Hope everything is going well. After this video, I'm doing a lunar Sabbath. Sabbath will be done for me over here. I'm gonna have to put my clothes on real quick. And I have a little sports car, and it's covered. I hardly use it. And they said it's gonna be windy and it's raining all day. It's raining here all the time. And I don't want the tree, because somebody warned me. They called me before I got on this YouTube, and they said, I don't know, you like that little car. I think you should move it, because it said probably when you're sleeping at night, I'm not going to be here. I'm going to another town. They said the wind. And if I don't move it, I know when I return in a couple of days, I don't want to see a big tree or tree roots on top of my convertible. I don't want to see that. So I'm going to listen. I'm going to do what I really don't want to do. I'm going to put on messy clothes because the ground is wet, and unhook the covers that are all wet and the bungee cords, and I'm going to do it. But we're at only 3 minutes, 40 seconds. Let's give them a little bit more time. Let's give them 6-7 minutes. We're almost there. And I will be starting The Real Reset, the Lovely Song. And you know, this is a no frills channel. There's not going to be music waiting in the background for you to keep you occupied. You should be adult type of Hebrew, Torah-based Hebrews, not drinking milk. You should be on the meat. You should be like, yo, what does the Most High have me hear right today? And I'm not saying I'm just a conduit from the Most High, but we know that whatever you do in your life, it's governed by the Most High. That Christian mind frame mindset out of your mind. Stop thinking like a Christian, because I know most of you were Christians. I was a Christian a long time ago. And you just think that you're doing things on your own. You're going places on your own. You're moving on your own. You're buying things, choosing things on your own. You're doing all stuff. Nah, it's not like that. When you read the scriptures, Isaiah 63, Proverbs 20, Psalm 37, Jeremiah 10. The Most High does the stuff. He's the puppet master. He's the creator. He's doing everything. So I told you when I was writing this video, this wasn't going to be the video. I was going to write another video. But as I'm writing, and you can see I'm crossing out stuff. I'm like, wait a minute. This video is called The Real Reset, the Lovely Song. So we're at 5 minutes. They got another minute and a half, and we will begin. And I want to thank you for your patience. All praises to the Most High Creator, James, Anuya, Anuha, Tavis, Young King. And remember, the remnant that was saved from Noah's day, it was only 8 out of the world. Told you, Isaiah 10, here's Isaiah 10, Israel is as the sands of the sea, but only a remnant is going to come back. Some of you guys think a remnant is still a giant number. Nah, Most High, Malachi 3:60 said he changes not. When they left Egypt, over 600,000, only 70, around 70 made it into the promised land. It's a drop. So that's why we can start. They got like another 40 seconds and I will begin the real reset, lovely song. It's ticking away. They got 30 seconds. I was waiting for Dandelion or somebody else, Mary or whatever, but I guess they'll have to watch it when I upload it. All right. All right. Keep my word. And I'm getting ready to begin now. All right, listen. This is the new Yeshua Israel, Hebrew on Island 2. Today's video, as you already know, the real reset, the lovely song. Listen, I give you this great final reset that the churches, that the government will never tell you. A lot of you guys have been, all praises, blessings to Jay. This video is called The Real Reset, the Lovely Song. I know a lot of you guys have been probably a Christian. So you've been in church probably maybe most of your life or a part of your life, et cetera, et cetera. And you probably, maybe some of you were like agnostics or whatever the case may be. But you would have never heard what I'm getting ready to tell you coming out of the mouths of pastors, deacons, the church, or your government, or the school system, or your Negro, black, old grandmother. They're not going to tell you this. They're not going to tell you this way. And the way that I'm going to give it to you is as per Holy Scripture. And Scripture is only the Old Testament, the Tanakh, from Genesis to Malachi. So we're going to get right into the real reset, the lovely song. If you want, you can open up, just listen and then rewatch the video and take your notes. Anuha watches the video and then takes notes. So do it whichever way you please. The real reset, the lovely song. Let's start in Isaiah chapter 14. And then at the end of this thing, I'm going to show you some little clips on my phone that it's going to link into this. Isaiah 14, verse 1, we're going to read several verses, probably up to verse 6. This is the real reset. Just forget what you learned in school, in church, in your house, and your old grandmother, your friends, your worldly friends. Forget it. Hear what the television is telling you. Oh, the great reset. And you're dealing with the devil. You know they lie all the time. Isaiah 14:1. But the Lord will pardon Jacob and will again choose Israel and will settle them on their own soil. And strangers shall join them and shall cleave to the house of Jacob. For people shall take them and bring them to their homeland, and the house of Israel shall possess them as slaves and handmaids on the soil of the Lord. They shall be captors of their captors and masters to their taskmasters. And when the Lord has given you, Israelite, when the Lord has given you rest from your sorrow and troubles, having you received sorrows and troubles in your entire life? I'm going to say I have. Listen, I live here in some would call a paradise, like a little form of paradise because it's beautiful. But, you know, there's crazy poverty here, a lot of crime, but there's still paradise here. And when the Lord has given you rest from your sorrow and trouble and from the hard service that you were made to serve, and it wasn't just in Egypt. I know a lot of you have served hard jobs and tasks in your lifetime. Remember, when you're reading the scriptures, read it not just like a history book. It's our law and history book, but read it as it's current. It's current and future and present. And when the Lord has given you rest from you, because you're the Israelites, when the Lord has given you rest from your sorrow and trouble and from the hard service that you were made to serve, you shall recite this song. Remember, the title of my video is called The Real Reset, the Lovely Song. And some of you probably never heard of this song before, but I'm going to get ready to tell it to you. Now, you know, I think it's in, don't quote me because I haven't put it down, but it's in Isaiah. I think it's Isaiah 65. I think it's there. It says, you will not remember the things of old. And I was mad upset when I heard that and when I read that a long time ago, because I'm like, yo, if I make it into the kingdoms, I want, and I'm an Israelite in good standing with the Most High and not a two-thirds, because we won't know until the very end. And I pray every day. But I already know what an elect person looks like. An elect person is somebody found in Isaiah 65, those that seek after the Most High every day. That's considered an elect person. I don't know if you're doing that. I try to do that every single day. Another signpost, trigger of an elect, somebody that mimics Ezekiel chapter 9. Someone that cries and sighs about the abominations in the midst of Israel. You see what Israelites do? Do you talk about them to others? Do you tell these people, stop doing shit? Like, are you one of those type of people? Well, that's a signpost, a red flashing light of somebody that's a possible elect, because they're showing these biblical characteristics. Another characteristic of a sign of elect is somebody in Zephaniah 3. Somebody doesn't lie and have a deceitful tongue towards the Most High. And you shouldn't have a deceitful tongue towards the Most High, his people, and his law. Those are signs of the elect. Isaiah 45, Jacob's my servant, Israel's my elect. But you're the elect that's going to make it into the new kingdom if you're involved in Isaiah 65, seeking the Most High every day. Ezekiel 9, crying a sign about the Most High each day. In Zephaniah 3, not having a deceitful heart and deceitful tongue. I ain't saying that if heathens trying to jam you up, trap you up, lead them in the opposite direction. Just like the Israelite women, when they put an edict down, yo, kill all the kids that come out. And then when the Pharaoh and the higher up officials in Egypt was like, well, we keep seeing a lot of young boys around. And when they went to them, what did they do? They lied to them. They deceived them. They sent them in the wrong direction. They said, well, the Israelite women, they're not like the Egyptian women. When they have babies, they come out real quick and we don't get a chance to get them. That's basically what they said in summary. Listen, forget all that Christian stuff that you were taught. You have the Most High telling Samuel, the prophet Samuel, renowned prophet, to King David and to King Saul. He says, telling King Saul in 1 Samuel 16, he tells King Saul, King Saul, not King Saul, sorry. He tells the prophet Samuel in 1 Samuel 16, he says, Samuel, you know what? I'm getting rid of Saul. Saul doesn't listen. He's no good. I was going to put him over the kingdom forever, him and his lineage forever, but taking him out. I want you to anoint the new king. And I'm going to send you to the house of Jesse. I ain't going to tell you who it is until you get there. And I want you to go there. Samuel says to the Most High, or to the angel of the Most High, he said, yeah, but if I tell King Saul I'm going somewhere, and then he's going to ask me what I'm going to do, and I'm going to tell him, he's going to kill me when I tell him what I'm ready to do. Most High said, just tell him you're going to do this and that, and go. So that this and that, what is the this and that? The this and that I'm going to Jesse's house to anoint the new king over Israel. It ain't that. So what is that? He told Samuel to lead him in another direction. Guys, there is exceptions. Get over your Christianity. If you're still stuck in Christianity, you don't know the scriptures. Don't be untrue to the Most High, his law, and his people. These heathens, they're counted as nothing, less than nothing. Don't you worry about it. Don't go out, right? I ain't telling you to go out and lie, just purposely, whatever. Don't let them hem you up. The Most High didn't want Samuel to be hemmed up. He said, just tell King Saul, the prophet Samuel, the Most High told the prophet Samuel to tell King Saul, you're doing this and that, and you need a sacrifice you got to do over here, and that's it. Get out of your Christianity. A lot of you haven't passed Hebrew 101, so you don't know these things. All right, let me get back into stride. We're in Isaiah 14. I'm going to start at verse 3. And when the Lord has given you rest from your sorrow and trouble and from the hard service that you were made to serve, you shall recite this song of scorn. So I'm rejoicing because we're going to have a song of scorn to the heathens. We may not know why we singing it because the Most High, I was like, man, that's not good because I wanted to show the slaves. I want to show them a video of how abominable, how demonic their race, all these nation races were towards the Israelites. I don't have to tell you how bad they have been and are right now in 2021. August of 2021, they're still demonic towards it. I'm going to show you that in clips at the end of this video. I don't have to show you. And I wanted to show them if one of the slaves, I hope I have a lot of slaves, concubines and wives. I want to show the slaves every night before they go to bed so they can dream about it. And some of them thinking, well, why are we downtrodden like this? Why do they got our feet on the neck? Why are they are dealing with us as a rod of iron and dashing us like the potter's vessel? So then I'll show them their history. But the Most High said, we ain't gonna remember that. But the Most High is great and gracious. He gave us a song, and it's a future song. That's Isaiah 14. Am I lying? You shall recite this song of scorn over the king of Babylon. How is the taskmaster vanished? This is the song. How is the and you know who's the taskmaster? How is the taskmaster vanished? How is the oppressor ended? The Lord has broken the staff of the wicked, the rod of the tyrants that smut people in wrath with strokes of unceasing. You know how they are with us. They have not stopped. I call them the mosquitoes, the recessive cave beast mosquitoes. You know, they're unceasing. Mosquitoes constantly bothering you. He won't stop. That's how they are. Am I lying? Let me get back to the song of scorn. It's my lovely song. The Lord has broken the staff of the wicked, the rod of tyrants, that smote people in the wrath with strokes unceasing, that belabored nations in fury in relentless pursuit. That's the song. That's why I titled this The Real Reset, the Lovely Song. I'm going to say it again. You shall recite this song of scorn over the king of Babylon. How is the taskmaster vanished? How is the oppressor ended? It's a lovely song. The Lord has broken the staff of the wicked. They are the wicked. I don't know why you keep thinking that they're not the wicked. Some of you Israelites, he's mean. Why is he calling the heathen Gentiles wicked all the time? Because the Most High has called them, and he made a song naming them, classifying them as the wicked. The Lord has broken the staff of the wicked, the rod of tyrants that smote people in wrath with strokes of unceasing, that belabored nations in fury in relentless pursuit. You know, they pursued us ever since up until now. You're going to see it in those captions I'm going to show you after this video. Told me to Isaiah, that was Isaiah 14:1. This is going to be Isaiah 41, verse 9. Isaiah 41, verse 9. You whom I drew from the ends of the earth and called from its far corners, to whom I said, you are my servant, aka Israelites. You are my servant, niggers that have been scattered four corners of this flat earth. Only one suffered the curse of Deuteronomy 28 and Leviticus 26, and none other people do. You are my servant. I chose you. I have not rejected you. You know how the Christian church, they got a doctrine, a demon doctrine, the replacement doctrine. They try to say they're the new Israel. Come on, you have heard that. I was the assistant pastor in a church back in my abominable days. Most High had my eyes closed at that specific time for whatever reason it was. I probably would have lost my job if I wasn't a Christian. If I was even probably a Messianic Hebrew, which I was a Messianic Hebrew several years ago. But imagine a Torah Israelite working at my job. It would have been curtains. It would have been curtains for me, and I wouldn't be here in the childhood dream, adult dream that I had, which was to move to an island country. My aunt, who the Most High used to take me to Jamaica when I was 12 years old, born in severe poverty. The Most High makes the poor, he makes the rich. And he put me right in the middle now, which I'm very happy for. She took me to Jamaica, and I was very poor, always hungry, frail, and I'm looking at palm trees and coconuts, giant cicada trees or whatever with flowers and giant tarantulas and sapo frogs running around everywhere. So I was like, yeah, and I wore the blue-green. I'm like in the beaches, white and pink and brown. I'm like, oh shit. And then she took me in this house, which one of her friends or maybe one of our relatives, I don't know. His house had a very high ceiling, maybe a 15-foot ceiling. So they apparently have money. Those people, whoever they were, I didn't know. I was just in the basement. Oh shit. His house was on a little tiny hill on the beach, the highway, and then the beach. And I was like, oh shit. See, man, when I grow up, that thought came in my mind real quick. See, man, when I grow up, man, I wish I could live in an island like this. That's what I want to live. I want to live in something beautiful, like tropical beautiful. And here I am in the Dominican Republic. Most High is great. Anyway, the church, I get off topic sometimes. The church got that replacement theology. That's what it's called. Replacement theology, that they are the bride. No, you're not. You're demons. It says in Exodus 22, anybody sacrificing to any other power outside the God, the El, of Abraham, the Lord of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob in Exodus 3:14, who said, I am that I am. You, Moses, you tell that Pharaoh and the Israelites, what if they ask my name is I am. Exodus 22, anyone sacrificing to any other power outside of the Lord, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, you should be utterly wasted. You should be destroyed. All you church people are going to be destroyed. All you religions of the world, all you people are going to be destroyed. That's just what it is. It's not me wanting it. The Most High has decreed it. So you and your replacement theology is bull caca. You are so far from it, I can't even give you the miles. It's just too far away from the Most High. And he has planned it, because when you read Isaiah 63, the Israelites back then, they knew that the Most High controls everything. They said, Most High, why do you make us stray from you? Why do you take our hearts away from you? That's why we live, right? That's why we're so bad. So the Most High is doing it. So the Most High has made the Christians be Christians. That's why the Most High made the agnostics be agnostics and all the other universalists and Wicca and all that. The Most High, he has a chosen set of people. They're the Israelites, and all the Israelites, a percentage of them. It's called 1/3. Come with me to Psalm 94, verse, I said 14 and 15, but I think it's just 14 because I'm in a, hold on. Brother Lex Will in the house. Peace unto you, brother. People, go to his channel. You know, my channel is a little tiny channel. His channel is a bigger channel. He's a brother. He's a Torah brother. He's a powerful Torah brother on YouTube. Remember, I told you, I only watch a few channels, very few. And he's one of them. He's like a star on YouTube, I'm going to say. With the Most High in Isaiah 10, he says, though Israel is as the sands of the sea, only a remnant is going to return. So you see the vast majority of YouTube is Christians and witches and twerking and Messianic Hebrews. There's only a very small, minute Torah Israelites that don't have another God. They don't have a Mother Earth, a feminine spirit, a Gaia, a Jesus, nothing like that. But you have even some Torah claiming people, they got them things. Mr. Lex Will, he's one of the channels I watch, go watch him. He has interesting stuff. He does a lot more stuff that I don't do. I don't do certain things. Interesting Hebrew. Okay. Where was I? Okay. Psalm 94, I think it's verse 14. For the Lord will not forsake his people. He will not abandon his very own. So you can forget about that replacement theology. Throw it in the garbage. Come with me to Amos 9, verse 12 and 13. And Lex, I write all my videos, but I interject here and there. You know why? Because I'm older than you, and I probably, it has happened to me several times, a lot of times before, because I had a Messianic channel. I had like about 5,000 subscribers. This channel is a channel, but praise the Most High. I used to not write videos down in my notebooks. And when the video was done, and when I uploaded it, I'm like, I should have said this. I should have said that. And I said, I'm going to fix that problem. I'm going to write my videos down and then freelance during the video, so I don't forget the important things that I want to forget. Title of my video is The Real Reset, the lovely song. Hopefully you heard that lovely song, Lex. If not, when I upload it, watch the video from the beginning. Amos 9, 12 and verse 13. So that they shall possess the rest of Edom and all the nations once attached to my name, declared the Lord, who will bring this to pass. A time is coming, declared the Lord, aka the Great Reset. You hear him talking about it on television, on your internet. You hear him talking about the Great Reset. But the people, the heathens, don't realize that the Most High is in control. He's the puppet master. I told you already in Isaiah 63, the Israelites, they know, and nothing has changed. They said, Most High, why you turn our hearts from you? Why you make us stray from you? Well, the Most High puts the thoughts into people's minds. So they think the real reset is, we're going to kill off these, listen, everything that they want to, that plan, whatever they want to put in your arm, they want to put it in your arm. You know what? The people of the world think, they just want to depopulate the world. Yes, that's true. But you know what the bullseye is on? Is on your back, Israelite, aka Negro, Aboriginal, Indian. It's on your, we're finally going to get these niggas. We're going to take out all the rest of these other people, but we don't care because there's no loyalty between thieves. So they don't care about taking, they're thieves, they're pirates, they're demons. They don't care about taking out a lot of their people just to get to you. Because that's the real reset. We're going to finally rid this earth of these Negroes who think that they are the chosen people of the Most High. And we secretly know that they are. We got all the books in the bottom of the Catholic Church in Italy somewhere. We got all the hidden books. We're going to finally get rid of them. But when you read Amos, the Most High said he's giving them to us. That's the real reset. The reset that they think is that we're going to finally get rid of these pesky Negroes who say they're the Israelites, even though we're putting it on television that they're not the Israelites. We got a proxy put in there from our people. They own the networks, Hollywood, the World Bank, and everything else. We got them as the Israelites. We got to get rid of these pesky things, these Negroes. Okay, come with me to Daniel chapter 7, verse 15 to 18. Daniel chapter 7, verse 15 to 18. As for me, Daniel, my spirit was disturbed within me, and the vision of my mind alarmed me. I approached one of the attendants and asked him the true meaning of all this. He gave me this interpretation of the matter. These great beasts, 4 in number, means 4 kingdoms, will rise out of the earth. Then the holy ones, that's you, Israelite. Then the holy ones of the Most High will receive the kingdom and will possess the kingdom forever, forever, and ever. That is the real reset. That's the final reset. That reset plan wasn't given to the heathens who control the earth right now. Who are the ones that are poster child of Job 9:24? And the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. Daniel 4:17. And the Most High put the basest, the lowest of men in charge, because it's a punishment to you. When you read Deuteronomy 32, he said, Israelites, you made me jealous. You know, some crazy Christians, you know how they say, oh, the Most High is just love. Okay, the Most High created everything. He's all power, glory, majesty, creativity. And he only gave himself one emotion, love. You have not passed Hebrew 101, and you will not pass Hebrew 101, elementary stuff. But he gave us a whole bunch of different emotions. He said you're going to get the kingdom forever, forever, forever. Come with me to Isaiah chapter 60. That's the new reset. The real reset, the lovely song. And you already heard that lovely song. Isaiah 60. Arise, shine, for your light has dawned. The presence of the Lord has shone upon you. Behold, darkness shall cover the earth. It's occurring right now. Look at all the fires around. It's dark in Europe and Asia and Turkey. And rejoice. I made a video just a while ago. Rejoice at the destruction. Stop looking at your scripture, only the Old Testament, the Tanakh, Genesis to Malachi, as an old history book. It's past, present, and your future. Isaiah 60, arise, shine, for your light has dawned. The presence of the Lord has shone upon you. Behold, darkness shall cover the earth, and thick cloud the people. But upon you, the Lord will shine, and his presence be seen over you. And nations shall walk by your light, Israelite. This is the new reset. That's what's coming. And his presence be seen over you. And nations shall walk by your light. Kings by your shining radiance. If the Most High is willing, if you do what Moses said to the Most High all the time, if I'm pleasing in your sight. And you do that by seeking the Most High every day, crying a sign about the abominations in the midst of Israel, and not having a lying tongue and a deceitful heart towards the Most High. Serve him alone. Then you will have that shining radiance at that time. Isaiah 60 verse 4. Raise your eyes and look about. They have all gathered and come to you. This is in summary. The Most High, this is our history of law book. The Most High created us, loved us, gave us the instructions, the code. And what do we always do? Do it for a little while, then fall off, try to follow the heathens, be like the Israelites wanted to do more than just be like the Grecians. And what did the Most High do? Put us in captivity. It's a cycle, round and around. Okay, please forgive us. Please take us out of captivity. We're sorry. And we'll take you out of captivity, and then after a little while, back in captivity. It's just a cycle. Raise your eyes and look about. They have all gathered and come to you. Your sons shall be brought from afar, your daughters like babes on shoulders. As you behold, you will glow. Your heart will throb and thrill, for the wealth of the sea shall pass on to you. The riches of the nations shall flow to you. Dust clouds of camels shall cover you. All the flocks of Kedar shall be assembled for you. The rams of Nabath shall serve your needs. They shall be welcome offerings on my altar, and I will add glory to my glorious house. And forget about the camels and all this. That was in that time, but this time is all the wealth, all the gold, silver, platinum, all the riches, all the high-tech IA, everything's going to you if you are chosen the servant of the Most High. That if you have been faithful from time past, which was when you came out of between your mother's leg, and right now. And the time, I'm telling you, we're close to 12 o'clock. Setting any dates? Close to 12 o'clock. We're in the fourth quarter of that football game. Isaiah 60 verse 8. Who are these that float like a cloud, like doves to their cots? And the cots are little pigeon, shelters that they go into. Who are these that float like a cloud, like doves to their coats? Behold, the coastlands await me with ships of Tarshish in the lead to bring your sons from afar. All our people that have been spread, says what in the Ezekiel 36, the Israelites have been spread in all the nations. This is what you're seeing occurring now. And hang on to the end. I got some clips that you want to see. Who are these that float like a cloud, like doves to the coasts? Behold, the coastlands await me with ships of Tarshish into the lead to bring your sons from afar and their silver and gold as well. For the name of the Lord, your God, your power, your El. He's telling you, the major prophet Isaiah is the creator is only your power, your El, your Lord, capital L, capital O, capital R, capital D. In the Strong's Concordance is H3068. That means the power of the creator. There's another L that they try to trick you with in that King James Version. They put capital Lord and take, for instance, Psalm 110. Psalm 110:1. The Lord said to my Lord, sit down at my right hand while I make your enemies a footstool. He's talking about King David. But they try to trick you because the King James has a lot of misinterpretations in it. Purposeful mistranslations in it. It has it. And they say capital Lord, capital Lord. So they're saying, Lord said to my Lord, H306 in the Strongs, and that other one is H306. That's a lie. It's not. It's H113, which means master. The Lord said to my master, this is the Levitical priest singing the song of King David, saying, talking to the Most High, saying, our Lord King David. That's what's going on. Remember, there's only a few Torah Tanakh Israelites. Everybody else is on the side, and we have to thank the Most High, because As Isaiah 44 says, he closes the eye. He said, for they have not known or understood. He closes their eyes so they can't see, their ears so they can't hear. We have to thank the Most High. He has chosen to open everybody on this live stream and myself, our eyes so we can see and our ears so we can hear. Verse 10 of Isaiah 60. Aliens shall rebuild your walls. Their kings shall wait upon you. For in anger I struck you down. That's why we're in captivity, this last captivity before the great and final reset. Aliens shall rebuild your walls. The kings shall wait upon you. For in anger I struck you down, but in favor I take you back. That's the great reset, that he's taken us back. Your gates shall always stay open, day and night. They shall never be shut, to let in the wealth of the nations with their king's procession. For the nation or the kingdom that does not serve you shall perish. Such nations shall be destroyed. That is the final reset. To conclude, come with me to Hosea chapter 3, and I'm going to show you those little clips. Hosea chapter 3, on the real reset, the lovely psalm. Hosea chapter 3, verse 4, for the Israelites shall go a long time without a king and without officials, without sacrifice, without cult pillars, and without ephod and teraphim. This is the great final reset. Forget what the internet television said. The heathen, apex heathens are saying, this is the reason. No, the puppet master, the Most High, the one in Exodus 3:14 that said, Moses, tell them, I am that I am. I am that sent you. He has declared the great reset to us in this. We're in the fourth quarter. Big hand is getting close to the number 12. Hosea chapter 3, verse 4, for the Israelites shall go a long time without a king, without an official, without a sacrifice, without a cult pillar, and without ephod and teraphim. Afterward, the Israelites will turn back and will seek the Lord their God and David their king, and they will thrill over the Lord and over his bounty in the days to come. This is the great reset. Hopefully you're enjoying. Avia, peace unto you. Whatever you have missed, come watch the video when I upload it. Let me bring you to a couple of things, and we're going to bring this to a close. I want to show you a couple things. You know, I was talking to Anuya about a couple things, and what I wanted to tell you was that, you know, some of you people, you know, you get twisted when the Gentiles start being nice to you. You know, sometimes you fall back. You may, not saying anybody on here, but some of you guys that may watch this video in the future. Oh, yeah, I feel sorry for him or whatever. Listen, nowhere in the scripture is only Genesis to Malachi, the Most High decrees that our enemy will become our friends. Don't get it twisted. In what is that? I think Leviticus 25, we can have slaves. You can have concubines, servants of the other nations. That we have none of that. We don't even have to talk about that. But I'm talking about including them in the promises of the Most High that he decreed, that's written in our law and history book. No. And if they were remorseful, we would have had reparations, which we don't want. We want the reparations of the scriptures. Reparations, Negro privileges, as they got, you know, that it's not W-H-I-T, it's W-I-G-H-T. That means demon privilege. We don't have none of that throughout the earth. Then we could say, okay, balance is out a little bit. Nope, they haven't done none of it. And it's August 2021. And they're not going to do it. For some of you niggers that think they're going to change at the last minute, they're going to throw all the chips and say, oh, we're sorry, please forgive me, and whatever. No, they're not. The Most High makes the heart stray from me. He closes the eyes and ears. This whole history and law book is about you. The relationship. You find that in Hosea 2. The relationship, the marriage relationship between the Most High and the children of Israel. Everything else, all the other people are as a drop that falleth from a bucket. The small dust of the balance considered a very little thing. All nations before the Most High are as nothing less and nothing than vanity. This is about you and the Most High, the Ancient of Days. The one in Exodus 3:14, I am that I am. It's all about you and the relationship and the punishment and the forgiveness and the bringing back and pushing away. That is the whole book. Everything is peripheral. All the other people are peripheral, and you need to view them like that. He said, I'm bringing, in Ezekiel 7, I'm bringing the worst of the heathens to possess your houses. When something possesses your house that you live, that means they control you. He said, I'm bringing the worst of them, and I'm going to show you the intent of the worst of them. So stop in your mind thinking that, oh, they're okay. No. Start thinking with a leadership, a holy mentality. Holy means separate. You got to be separated from them. And when I mean separated, you got to go to work, you got to do your thing, you got to do that. No. And I got an Italian neighbor over there. I'm nice to him. He brings me mangoes and puts it at my door. But I ain't getting it twisted. He ain't of the chosen. I have another friend, heathen Apex. The New Year knows him. He does a lot of stuff for me. When I visit over back in America, you know, I can stay and live in his house. I take his brand new Tacoma truck every day. But I don't get it twisted. He knows that house nigger and field nigger. Not because I want it. Tell me if I'm lying. It's sitting here. The whole video was about that and about the Great Reset. And I'm going to show you, just keep in your mind. So if you ever get them Christian tendencies back, like, no, my neighbor is good to me and whatever, and maybe, no. They're the devil that the Bible speaks of. Their actions, not because I want them to. Let me show you these couple of little things. We'll be finished with the video. All right. Let me find some of this stuff. All right, Eddie, be good. Okay, I'm going to show you one. Woo. Now look. Now listen, I don't got no high tech here. You see this picture right here. I have to open it up so I can read it, right? This guy is Dr. Francis Boyle. You can look him up. Sorry about the glare. Francis, Francis, and you can get his famous statements, slogans, or whatever you want to say. And he got one here. He got a favorite slogan here. So when you freeze that, like when I upload it and you watch this again, you can read it for yourself. I'm pretty sure you can read it now. I'm going to read it for you. This is Dr. Francis Boyle's, one of his great world statements that don't include you. He says, we always use Black Americans as guinea pigs. Both the drug industry and the biological warfare programs, all of them, we test that out first on Black Africans. They mean you niggers, Negroes. April 7th, 2020, interview, The Hot Seat. Look it for yourself. Wait till it clears up. This is from their mouths. I'm not making it up. Ezekiel 7, the Most High said, the scripture is true. The Most High said, I'm bringing the worst of the heathens to possess your house. Now, what type of person, what type of group would think of stuff like that? Tell me what type of group. Dr. Francis Boyle. We always use Black Africans. Yeah, they use them Black Africans. They're not us. The Negroes are not us. They even tell you, you read the Zondervan Combat Bible Dictionary, it says ham, because they try to say we're ham. They tell on themselves all the time. I think it's page 214 in the Zondervan Combat Bible Dictionary. It says ham. The youngest son of Noah probably lived about, I forgot how many years But he's one of 8 who lived through the flood. He became the progenitor of the dark races, but not the Negroes, but the Canaanites. And I know, and Lex, if he's still in the room, I know all the Canaanites are not dark-skinned people. They're the people that you would least expect that they are, because I watch his channel and I like his research. It says, Ham, youngest son of Noah, probably lived 96 years before the flood. One of 8 to live through the flood. He became the progenitor of the dark races, but not the Negroes. But the Canaanites, the Egyptians, the Ethiopians, the Canaanites, and the Libyans. That's what it says in your Zondervan Compact Bible Dictionary. He says black Africans. He means the Negro, other type of Negro type people over there in Africa who are not us. And he means us. And it really means us because everything centers around the Israelite. The Garden of Eden surrounds the world. Somewhere in the North Pole, somewhere, the land behind the poles, and the Israelites. Everything surrounds us. He put the boundaries of the other nations around Israel. Everything centers around you. The love of the Most High. He says in Deuteronomy 10:15, he says, but I had a love for your fathers. No, he said, I had a delight in your fathers to love them and their seed after them upon the face of the earth, upon all other people, even to this day. I'm paraphrasing. That's Deuteronomy chapter 10, verse 15. It's about you. So Mr. Francis Boyle says, that's his face, in a interview, April 7th, 2020 interview, The Hot Seat. He says, we always use black Africans as guinea pigs, both the drug industry. Listen, let me tell you, I thank the Most High. I've always been an athletic person. I used to be super thin because I didn't have that much food and my genetics, but muscular and in shape and pretty strong. I could bench crazy weight more than people with steroids and shit. And I'm like, I ride bikes like 5 days a week. I used to ride bikes 5 days a week, 6 hours a day, 7 hours a day, riding a bike, exercising, boxing, doing all that shit, eating healthy, eating crazy green vegetables and chicken and this. And I know about chicken. We can get into that, whatever. But eating the healthier foods, taking all type of vitamins and oils and flaxseed and this and that. Why I have high blood pressure? I don't think I have it anymore, but I got high blood. You know why? Because Boyle's telling me why. So in your life, if you wondering why, well, I got this, why I got that, there is somebody to blame. A lot of you people try not to go start taking blame for yourself. No, there's an apex culprit who has done things behind the curtain to you and a lot of stuff you don't even know. And Boyle is telling you in 2020 in an interview called The Hot Seat, he says again, we always use black African as guinea pigs. Both the drug industry, giving us all type of crazy drugs, making us get these things. Both the drug industry and the biological warfare programs, all of them, we test. All of these things that we create in the world, we test that out first on black Africans. April 7th, 2020 interview, The Hot Seat. All right, let me go on. Let me find the next one. Okay, I sent this to some of you, just in case you didn't know. I'm sending this. I'm just going to send this. We're going to end right here. I have something else, but I'll do that in another video. All you people here already know that the Most High, we ain't living on a spinning globe at, I don't know, 5,000 miles, 70,000 miles an hour, and sun spinning, everything's spinning. Nah, it's not. It's not like that. It's not like that. I'm gonna show you this little clip, preaching to the choir to some, but remember, this is for other people that may watch that don't know. I decided to throw it in. This and another little audio clip, and we'll be done. Check it out. Just listen to most of it.
Okay, you guys remember how I showed you the maps that were here on Earth before 1958, before the governments took them out? Now I'm going to show you the Encyclopedia Britannicas in the public libraries before 1950. Here's volume 2 out of the alphabet A. We're going to flip to the Antarctica, and this is from 1958, as you can see. Now, we're going to flip to the Antarctica and see what the Encyclopedia Britannica from 1958, before the Antarctic Treaty, says is there. Now, you won't find this in the new encyclopedias because the government's banned them. But what I want you to notice right here is, notice how it says the flights proved inland areas to be featureless in character, with a dome 13,000 feet high at about latitude 80 degrees south, longitude 90 degrees east. Take a really close look at that. Now I'm going to zoom it in for you. When they returned to New Zealand, these flights proved the inland areas to be featureless in character, with a dome 13,000 feet high at about latitude 80 degrees south, longitude 90 degrees east. Now, if this doesn't make sense to you, let me show you with an image of what a flat earth map would look like. Now, this is what latitude 80 degrees south would look like on a flat earth map.
Okay. Listen, you wonder why you showing, I'm showing you this because I just want you to be excited about everything in here is the truth. Psalm 119, 142, your law is the truth. That reset is coming. We ain't spinning around. The water ain't going everywhere. He's going to give them as handmaids and servants to us forevermore. It keeps saying when you go to school, from kindergarten or pre-K to 12th grade, is brainwashing you're receiving. Directional brainwashing. When you go to college and get a degree, you're in advanced brainwashing. I showed you that little clip so you can maybe, for those that are not in the know, you can escape that and go, hey, let me research a little bit more of that. Showing you that your scripture is true. We live in a dome. This is all controlled. This is the Most High scene. Now, I'm going to let you hear a couple other little clips and we'll call it a day. I know I mixed up a couple of things together, but I'm trying to show you it says in Isaiah 35, those that are anxious of heart, do not fear, be strong, behold your Elohim. Well, when you know that there's a dome, don't be anxious of heart, like, oh, the Great Reset, FEMA camps, in my arm, no food, zombies, but behold your Elohim. I just showed you the wonders of the Most High. And the devil sometimes tells you it. Shows you it. And I just showed it to you with that video. Now listen to this. And we will close definitely at this point. Whew. And my Sabbath is over. I got some things to do. Hold on. Okay, here we go. Now I want you to listen to this. Listen to this. This is a continuation so that you can know, don't be anxious of heart, what's coming. He tells you in Isaiah 41, Psalm 91, do not fear. He's going to be your shelter, your refuge, your haven. He's going to be your shield, your protection, your deliverance, your rescue. Don't worry about nothing. Smile, live your life, fear him and keep the commandments. That's all you got to do. He wants you. It's a test. Deuteronomy 13. Are you going to pass the test? Are you going to be, I'm showing you the wonders of the Most High. Listen, hear the wonders of the Most High. Let me turn this fan off. And then we'll call it quits. And this also goes with what I just showed you about the flat earth. Listen to the audio. This was another video. It was a longer one. And I was trying to figure out how to break it up, but hold on. Hold on. Give me a second. Where is that? Okay, here, hold on. Remember, this is all unrehearsed. My fingers are big.
Curve and convex.
Listen.
The natural laws of a resting body of water insist that it takes the exact shape of the container it fills and always finds and maintains a flat level. Resting water always rests flat. And watching the water when we sit at vantage points, when journeying above in planes, and before we take a sip from our drink, we must remember to never forget this law. Most of us instinctively understand the laws of water, and yet many continue their day-to-day willfully participating in the nonsensical heliocentric hoax. But for us that know that our Earth is not a spinning planet in an infinite vacuum of space, the ones that have studied the sun diligently and realize that it is the sun that is moving and not the Earth. You guys remember how I showed you the maps that were here on Earth before 1958, before the government
hold on. That was the only clip part that I wanted to show you. You know, when you know, like when I flew over here, all I see from America to here is the ocean. Everything's flat. Glory in the wondrous works of the Most High. His nature, his creation validates your book. And his creation validates this book and validates this video called The Reset, the Lovely Song. Just glory in the Most High. Yo, this is an hour and 2 minutes. It's been great convocating with you guys. Alejandro, if you missed any, when I upload it, watch it from the beginning. We had Lex Will in the room. I don't know if he left, but it was a pleasure having him in the room. You can go to his channel. He does a lot of stuff, different stuff. And he's one of the few that I watch. There's very few. I'll be honest with you, like 2, maybe. You know, and I want to just acknowledge the people in the room before I go. I appreciate you. You know, Israel, we've scattered all over this flat plain, and we really can't convocate. So this is my time to convocate with you guys, and I truly appreciate it. All praises to the Most High. Peace unto you. Have a safe week. Anuya, have a safe week. Peace unto you. Alexandra, peace unto you. Jerry Mon D. No, I'm not going to do another live stream, Jeremiah. But listen, I got over what? Anuha knows I got over about 350 videos on this channel. I had 700 on my other channel that they terminated. I'm glad they terminated. But anyway, just go. I just did a video a couple days ago too. So just watch that if you didn't watch it. If you did, just go through my videos. A lot of videos start from the beginning. Watch the videos. But anyway, peace unto you, Jeremiah. It was a pleasure having you in the room. Tracy, always a pleasure. And I'll show you a photo. Very beautiful Israelite. Who else? Avia, Princess. Shark Tank, great to have you. I haven't seen you, I think, for a while, but I'm not saying you haven't been in the room. I don't know. But always a pleasure seeing you in the room. Tavis, always a pleasure. Young King, always on deck. Let me see. Hold on. At Star Music. Always a pleasure. You've been on deck too. Have a safe week. Lex Will, like I said, Lex Will is one of the very tiny few Torah only Israelites that you could trust when you listen. You know, he ain't gonna be leading you left when you're supposed to go right. So it was a pleasure having him. I don't know if he still stayed in the room, but it was a pleasure having him. If he stayed 5 minutes, 2 minutes, whatever the case may be. And who else? Hold on. Jay, pleasure to have you in the room. Peace unto you. Had a lot in the room today. And that was it. Until next time, this is a new Yeshua Mizra at Hebrew on the Island 2. Until next time.